Hey, welcome back to my adventure channel, guys. This time we're gonna quickly put together this $84 H-Calorie diesel heater. I've got it running. Took like 20 minutes. It's got everything you need. It's good so far. Stay tuned and we'll show you everything about it. Well, like I said, it is packaged super nice. Let's get all this out of here. Okay. What do we got? This looks to be 18 inches from here to here by probably 8 by probably that's a good 12, 14 inches. No instructions so far. Must be my intake. No, where's that my exhaust? No, that's where the heat comes out, I believe. Okay, got a remote. It's supposed to be Bluetooth as well. That must be fuel in. Then that must be for power in, and then this is the intake tubes. Oh, and everything comes with it. And let's see how these instructions are. Anybody who knows better, who's ever used these diesel heaters, know that, well, the translations aren't exactly the best. So, it's all packaged up nice. Intake hose, exhaust hose, intake fuel line, to hardwire it in, and it's my plug. Okay, so that's for the heater direction, so that goes here. Sorted clamps. I don't like these clamps. Okay, so they did put a fuel filter on it, which that's nice. Sorted clamps. Looks reasonably well put together. It's got some sort of heat shielding on it. It does come with a muffler, which that's important. Okay, let me get this all taken apart. Okay, well, I got everything out of it, sitting here on the tailgate. So we're going to try and hook everything up. Just mounted the fuel tank on the side just to see where this is the fuel line intake, and so I had to see how long a piece of fuel line I needed to run from here to here just to see what's going on. So I'll take that apart, drill a hole in the bottom, and then install this, which should be fun to try and make that go from in here into there. I don't think that that's big enough to put a coat hanger in. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe a piece of wire or something. I don't know. I'll come up with something. In the meantime, let's drill a hole in here and install this, and we'll go from there. All right, and with a little bit of fishing with a wire going in through the top and got it in through the bottom. Got the O-ring on the inside of this, so it goes to the inside. Got that on there. Let's get this hooked back on here, and then we can move on to getting our ends on here so we can power it with something. Because right now I can't use this, so I got to put a cigarette lighter plug in on this. Okay, so got the fuel line hooked on. I don't remember where we left off, but got a cigarette lighter adapter on here. and you're going to want one for that'll like 15 amps, because I think these things pull like 12. So you want to note to that, make sure you get the proper rating. This is now the third one of these that I've had, not this particular style, but the third diesel heater that I've had. And the first two had problems, and it was due to electrical, conking out, different error codes and whatnot, and it all had to do with electrical connections. So make sure you get your electrical connections good and solid on these things. That's very important, because they don't, any little fluctuation in power changes and these things conk out. I'm assuming that this thing is, I mean, they're all pumped out of the same Chinese factory, so I'm assuming that this one is no different. So, you know, make sure there's no stray hairs sticking out. Make sure it's got a good connection. All right, let me go get some diesel fuel, and we'll fill this up and power it on, and I think we should be good to go. All right, put a little bit of fuel in there from the other diesel heater that I had, and starting to drip down in there a little bit. Did have a little bit of leak, had to tighten it up. Now it seems to be all right, but we'll see how this fuel line does. This stuff, I may go with the hard line like I had on this one, because these fuel pumps, they pulsate, and sometimes on one of the other ones that I had, it actually squeezed this from the pulsating, and it wasn't doing very well. But we will see. It is a short run. We'll see. So this weather connection is very tight and very nice. I like that. So let's plug it into my Jackery. And we have a power thing going on. That's good. Let's try hitting the power button.
Start heating.
Ooh. Okay, well, it's doing things. That's good. I'll have to get into the book and see how to change this to Fahrenheit and stuff. And apparently there's Bluetooth and everything else in here, but it's supposed to be a way you can prime these things. I should probably read the instructions. Okay, in any case, we'll contact you if something else goes on here. Oh, yeah, so just to let you know, that's at 117 watts. That's a Jackery 300, that'll do it. Like a little, it's got to be a regulated 12-volt outlet, otherwise it ain't gonna work. But we will see. All right, we're doing things. All right, I got traffic in the background, but hopefully you can hear the fuel pump. It's gonna have to work out all the air, but the pump is really quiet. I like that. And we might have to cycle it through once or twice here just to make sure it gets primed. We'll see. She's not fired up yet. We're at 119 watts. Working the last little bit of air out of the system here, it looks like. Well, some air out of the system. Hasn't fired up yet. All right, we'll have to fire it back up again. Okay, you can probably hear got all the air out of the lines now. Second fire up. It's kind of mostly lit. It's lit. It's hot coming out of there. Outstanding. I got it on full tilt. This screen is really hard to see. I really hope this Bluetooth works, because if there's any amount of sunshine, you can't see nothing on it. And we're down to 40 watts, so that means the glow plug shut off and we're still fired up. I'm gonna run it at full blast for a little bit, just to burn all the oil and everything off of this thing, whatever it gets shipped with. But she's definitely working. Outstanding. All right, I got updates. It works good. I mean, it's on its lowest setting right now. It's running 10 watts on its lowest setting. On its highest setting, it's running 43 watts, but that's after it starts up. It'll bump up to about 130, you know, once it's first firing up, but that's when it's first firing up. But it comes in a case. It's got plenty of extra parts that you need. I mean, I haven't hooked up the air filter or the muffler of the exhaust yet, but I mean, the case seems to be decent. It's not terrible. It's kind of it's a little bit of a janky plastic case, but I mean, it's not life altering. It's got vents in it. It's perfectly serviceable. Perfectly serviceable. It's got a fuel filter on it that most of them don't come with. It's quiet. It's got heat tape on here, vents on the bottom. It's made by H Calorie is what it is, and it was, like I said, it was $85 I think on Amazon, but it comes with a muffler. A lot of them don't come with a muffler, and puts out good heat. It's got the small fuel tank on it, but you can put the biggest one on there, which I forgot what that is at this point. It's like 15 liters or something. It's like 2.5 gallons. You can put that on there. It comes with the parts to take care of that. I mean, if you don't know anything about anything, I mean, it should take you an hour to put together. It really only took me about a half an hour, but I was bouncing back and forth getting parts. And yeah, I like it so far. I'll have to close this up when it gets closer to winter time, and I'll do everything. Oh, and it comes with a Bluetooth app that works actually pretty decent on my iPhone. It's got color and everything on it. It's very easy to access. The screen sucks on these things, I can tell you that right now. But if you download the app, it seems to have everything in there that you need. And I mean, it's got plenty of extra parts and extra fuel line and all your accessories that you need and everything else. I mean, it's all inclusive. So far, I mean, this is, like I said, the third one that I've had. The connection seems good in here. You'll have to buy your own 12-volt source, your own 12-volt plug, because it comes with the ring terminals if you want to hardwire it to something. But I don't want to do that. But I mean, it's got everything you need. And it was $84. I can't build one for $84. I mean, the heater itself, if you just buy the heater, is like $50. And I mean, who knows how much the case is? Plus, you got to get the heat wrap and all the other wrap and everything in there, and connectors and all that stuff, and plugs and wire that you're not doing that for $85. So, but it draws about 40 some watts, I think, when it's full bore, full tilt, and then I think 13 when it's on its lowest setting. So, but so far, I enjoy it, and this should be a lot of fun come wintertime, because this thing is small enough to where I'm gonna take it on my kayak and do a kayak winter trip with a diesel heater. That should be fun. All right. Well, I guess that's all I got for this video. You guys take it easy, and we'll see you on the next video.